Hello, everybody. This is our winter edition of the Westeros podcast.
Woo!
We missed you guys so much, and I know there isn't any Game of Thrones TV shows on for a while, but we felt like giving a winter break update.
Yeah, and I think all of our fans deserve, something in the meantime.
Right.
We're not George R. R. Martin. We don't leave people hanging for years and years and years. And all, 35 of you. I don't know if there's a lot of repeats in there. 35 seems high, but
yeah.
Okay, all 30 of you who listen to this, we love you and thank you for listening.
Right.
Here's our gift to you.
Right.
Our voices.
Right. Yeah, I'm so excited to be back.
Yeah,
podcasting.
This is awesome, man.
Well, I mean, we had like 3 episodes last April as the show went, and then my computer crapped out, and then we did like 2 in June, 2 in July, and then 3 in August to finish up with Mary. Yeah, we don't have Mary here, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah,
she's up at state doing college stuff.
Getting educated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she needs it. Super dumb. Just super dumb.
Right.
So it's good that
all she knows is Game of Thrones. Cool. After that, it's just so bad.
Yeah, all that just like repetitive knowledge kind of stuff. Memorization.
Right.
Stupid Mary.
Plus, it's snowing like crazy hard out. There's no way she can get down here. Also, she doesn't have a car, so there's that too.
That's probably primary.
Yeah. So there's like
take the bus.
There's like 8 reasons she can't podcast with us.
That's okay though.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, we had the 3 in August. So if we do the show this year as it comes out, we'll be done in like June. So that's like terrifying.
It's gonna be a lot more consistent this year too, because we can just do it every Sunday.
Yep. Because I have my computer
and you'll be done with school.
But the season premiere, I still have 1 week of school left.
Okay, so you're
that's
fine.
Yeah, and it's not a big deal. I can still record a podcast at night because I should. This semester's, I mean, it's gonna be intense, but I think I can get it done. And then the next week, April 19th, is when the 2nd episode of Game of Thrones. I would have turned in all my homework before the episode airs, so I'll be done. And then I'm done with school. I'll have my master's degree, so that's pretty exciting.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. How's your academics going? You can let everybody know.
I'm done.
Nice.
Yeah, did my student teaching. It went fucking awesome, actually.
Nice.
And I'm just waiting to graduate.
Nice.
Should have already graduated, but I messed up my paperwork with all my college education. They don't really tell you how to fill out forms.
No, it's bad.
So, I graduate in May. Should have in December, but
hey, who cares?
C'est la vie. I get to sit around and work at the Dub, and
that's pretty good. Yeah,
a lot of free time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
a lot of free time.
I'm on my semester break right now for graduate school, so I have the free time is incredible. We were going to record this before Christmas.
We've been trying to record this for the last couple of weeks, but you had like Ebola.
I was so sick for a week,
and then
I was terribly sick.
The week before it was like winter storm, Xerox or something.
Every time we get close to doing this, it starts snowing harder, and then the others start coming out of like in my backyard.
Say winter is coming.
Winter's coming. Yeah, I have obsidian blades all over my apartment just in case.
I see one right now.
Yeah, it's tactically put behind my fridge, so like if he comes in here, I'll just stab him in the face.
Nice. Hey, I know where I'm going in case of other attack. I was going to go up north, but that's kind of stupid. It's all
you don't want to go up there.
Yeah. What if I get stranded by the side of the road? It'd be like the Purge.
Well, Stannis could. His army might be already there, so he might be all right.
Good point. He wouldn't like me though. I don't think.
No, he doesn't like anybody.
I don't think my personality would mesh with Stannis.
Yeah, because you're a smart ass.
Yeah. And he burns people. I don't want to get fucking burned.
Right.
Ugh, that's the worst.
Right. So yeah, like I said, we're just gonna do a quick little podcast to keep going. We might do another one before the season starts in early April.
Got a lot of months to go, man.
Yeah, it's scary. It's sad. As well. Yeah, we could do it on other shows too. It doesn't have to be on Westeros, but luckily we've been getting a good amount of source material lately. So
you especially, but I'll try to.
Right, no, I mean I can take the lead. You could just talk and stuff.
I'll try to chime in.
Who's gonna complain?
Sexy,
we're giving you this for free, and it's not even very good. So
Mike will probably complain.
Right.
I wonder if he's gonna listen to this.
Hopefully, I hope all of our coworkers do. So like they come up and they like ask for autographs.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's already happened to me a few times.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, people think that I'm Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Like, oh, can I get an autograph? And I'm like, I work in a deli.
Right.
Yes, you can.
That's never happened to me.
It's never happened to me.
Yeah, it's all right. But I think the first order of business is we can cover They're doing some episodes this year in IMAX 3D of Game of Thrones.
Some of the new ones?
Yeah.
So we'd be able to go to Celebration and check them out.
Actually, I found that was a bad thing. If you're listening to this in Kalamazoo, it's only Grand Rapids is only doing it. Kalamazoo is not offer it. Yeah.
Huh.
So we'd have to go to Grand Rapids, which right now is like a death sentence because of the snow and everything.
Yeah, we don't got to worry about it until.
Right. Well, April's still a winter month in Michigan.
That is true.
Because we live in the shittiest state.
But April's only the beginning of the season. Excuse me.
Right. I don't know I think it's limited, but I don't know how many episodes. I really should have done some research before this, but I just think it's cool. They'll obviously sell out, and they're charging a lot per ticket. I heard. So
it might be worth it just to check one episode out that way and to see how it is.
I mean, especially considering the fact that I haven't paid to watch any episodes yet. I've paid more for the books than I have the entire. I don't. So maybe it justifies in my mind. So, but yeah, I think
I would do it.
It's cool to see something like this get so widespread because I really like we've said before. I really got into it season 2, and it's come a long way since then.
Yeah,
and I thought it was super popular season 2. So it's
just growing, and all kinds of people like the show too. People you wouldn't expect to like Game of Thrones really like Game of Thrones.
I think it's because it's high fantasy and everything, but at the end of the day, it's there's so much good stuff going on,
and it is a very human show. It's all human drama. There's fantasy elements in it. There's a fantasy. I guess dragons are the biggest fantasy element. There's some magic.
I was gonna say nobody's been killed by magic really yet, but Renly did. He was killed. Yeah. So he's probably Mary will tell us which other people have been killed by magic. Thoros of Myr keeps being brought back by magic, so I guess he's been killed by magic because he should be dead already. But
true,
he keeps coming back.
I think it's more of a political show than a fantasy. It's more political, more dramatic.
I think I read online that they pitched the show to HBO saying it was like The Sopranos in Middle Earth.
Dope.
So that's pretty. Yeah, I could deal with it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's why. I mean, if you're turned off by fantasy stuff, you could still get into Game of Thrones, and it's 10 episodes a season, so it's not too big of a commitment. There's some shows that I get a season or 2 behind, and I'm done.
Yeah,
it's hard to get back into. But what's nice also too is a lot of people. I think after they catch up on the shows, which let's be honest, takes a weekend or so.
For me, yeah definitely.
So they pick up the books. I've noticed that a lot. I see people online picking up the books and stuff. So.
Yeah, my mom tried to start reading the books. Yeah. And she got through the first one. I think she got onto the second or the third one. And she stopped because there's so many characters that, having not seen the shows, she got kind of turned around.
Yeah.
But then I bought her this, the season on DVD for Christmas.
Nice.
So hopefully, she'll check that out
and check this out. Check the podcast out.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, that'd be cool.
This one's pretty spoiler free. We're assuming you've seen all the seasons. So
yeah.
Speaking of seasons, season 4 on DVD comes out in a couple weeks. February 17th, I think they said on Amazon. What? I already have it pre-ordered, so... But like I've said before, they're worth it. They're very good. Yeah. In Season 3, they only had a couple shorts and documentaries and stuff. That really wasn't the part of it. There wasn't so many extras, but they had 12 audio commentaries.
Right. Which
is awesome. I know a couple episodes didn't get any, and I remember watching Season 3, and I was like, yeah, I can see why this one didn't get a commentary, but some of them get 3 or 4. It was awesome. I think The Red Wedding got 4. But one of them it was cool because one of them was with the makeup artist and the the weapons expert. So they just talked about cutting and gore and how they fake it. Everything. It was pretty cool.
Awesome.
So I definitely recommend the DVD. DVDs are usually worth it. I usually watch the season again. I rewatch it, and then I watch all the commentaries and stuff because I miss it so bad. And it comes out in February, which is nice because usually I get done just about in April. So
and they're not that. The DVDs are not that expensive.
No, $40.
Season 1's $20.
Yeah.
Season 2 might be $22 by now. Honestly.
Yeah. If you wait, the longer you wait, the better you are. Season 4 comes out the 17th, so 2 weeks from yesterday. We're filming this on the 4th. I should have this posted pretty quick. DVDs look good. If you're really wanting more material, there is some other stuff. The World of Ice and Fire came out last October, near the end of October, and I got that book, and I know Mary did too, and she's almost read the whole thing, I think, but I haven't read as much because I've been busy with school and stuff. But that book's incredible.
Yeah, I managed to take a look at it over here, and there's a lot in there. You know, if you have the time and you're into lore, definitely get into it, because I mean, George R. The world he built is insane, and you only get a fraction of that from the show. Yeah, you know, and you get a lot more from the books, but when you read a book like this, you're just like, holy fuck, man, that's a full-size encyclopedia on a fantasy world.
It's a lot like, I always thought it's a lot like, I connect it to video games a lot of the time, like Elder Scrolls and, or even Zelda. You can connect them and everything, and you could play the game and get it for what it's worth, but then you can also dig deeper into the history, into the lore, and the backstory, and especially with Game of Thrones, like they'll talk about Robert's Rebellion, and they broke in the first season, especially. They talked a lot about it, but there's a lot you don't know, so it's nice to go back and get like a historical account of it.
I've always been really interested in that Robert's Rebellion. Like, I would love to have a prequel or something.
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
Yeah, like The Hobbit, like, you know, before Lord of the Rings. Like, they had a little book on Robert's Rebellion, because like I want to know about those sweet ass like fights. Yeah, you got Ned Stark and all those other dudes. Yeah, Robert.
Oh yeah.
Who was it? Like Ned Stark.
The Baratheons.
The Reed. Yep. The whole group of dudes who were fighting the Kingsguard. Like, reading about that would be fucking sweet. Seeing it would be sweet, too, but I know that's probably asking too much. But reading about it's probably too much, too, considering George can't finish a book to save his life.
Right. We talked about doing a prequel season before, and how nice that would be. I mean, just because, let's face it, they're catching up too quick. It's scary quick. He might only have 1 or 2 seasons more after this season, probably one after the season, more content for them to cover before they start surpassing the books. And I think that'll make a lot of his dedicated readers pretty upset.
And he can't have too many seasons left in his life.
Right, that's what's scary.
I mean, he's old, he's big, he probably parties a lot. I mean, the guy, he's been a nerd his entire life. George, if you're listening, I mean that in a very good way.
We're nerds too, so it's cool. Too, and it's like we can say it, but other people can't.
And if I had as much money as you know he probably has from this, I would probably lose my mind a little bit.
That's weird, because I don't know how rich he was before all the. I know
he had a lot of money before.
I know, but like how much more? Like he was. I know he was a New York Times best-selling author in these books, and he's worked in TV forever. But you know, like
he's probably a millionaire,
maybe millionaire. I know he still drives like the same shitty car, and he still eats at the same shitty restaurants, and he lives at like a not that great of a house. It's just like a regular house in a gated community.
Go George.
Yeah, so I mean it's cool. I think he's really cool, but also fuck him, because he won't give us any more books. It's starting to get ridiculous, because earlier this week his publisher said don't expect Wins a Winner this year, like 2015, and we're like,
what do you mean?
We're 35 days into 2015, and already they're just shutting the door on that. Like, they're like, no, not even close.
Maybe they just want to surprise us. You know,
that would be so great. Yeah, because like
they just drop it. You know, out of nowhere.
I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. I read that he had like a quarter of the book done. So I'm like, come on, George, Jesus. But if you look at his publishing schedule, he's about on par for what he usually does.
What's really boner crushing though is when I started reading the books, I thought they were all done.
Oh my god!
So I got to book 5 and finished it. I was like, "Where's book 6?" And then I looked it up on the internet. What is this? What's this one called?
Winds of Winter.
Winds of Winter. Yeah. I looked it up, and it was like TBA. Yeah. To be announced. Fuck.
I remember reading. Damn it. I remember reading the books, and I was like, "Oh, I'll never catch up in time," because he wrote. I think it went like 96, 98, 2000.
Game of Thrones was 96.
Yeah. It's old.
Fuck, yeah. I didn't know that.
Think of it like 98, 90, 96, 98, 2000. I think he had 2005 or 6 was Feast for Crows. Now remember, if you had to wait 5 years for Feast for Crows and 6 years for Dance with Dragons, I would have been furious. Because Feast for Crows is just like Cersei is a bitch.
Yeah, I would have been pretty upset with that. That book, I had trouble getting through that.
Yeah, me. It was. I got through.
Better the second time.
I got through it all right, and I heard from people. I heard some people say, it's a good book, and I heard some people say, good thing Dance with Dragons is out because it gives you like 800 more pages to catch up. But I I mean, I got through it in like a week. That was when I was, really going through the books, but I might have messed up there. I gotta reread them. I'm too far behind. I'll probably read World and Ice of Fire first before the books, but
I'll reread them again probably before the season comes out. I mean,
right. I mean,
now that you've read them a bunch of times, like they're pretty quick reads
mm-hmm.
if you know all the characters and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think a lot of it too, because I listened to it on audiobook. I probably missed more than I'm willing to admit. So rereading it wouldn't be a bad idea.
Read them in front of you.
Yeah, but I mean, so if Dance Dragons came out in 2011, I mean, we're boned. Because it's at least 2016.
2016.
Yeah, I think 2016 will come out.
But then, think about this. 2021 for the last one.
If that's the last one. He said it might not be.
I hate him.
I know.
So I'm trying to think, 2021, shit, man. I'll be over 30 years
I'll be
old.
33.
I'll be 31 or 30. I'll be 31.
God, so terrible.
That's awful.
I know, that's so bad.
Probably have like kids and a wife.
I hope not.
They'll be like, Dad, milk, we need milk. I'm like, ask your mother. She has all the milk. I don't have milk. I'm a man.
Man.
Dad. I'm like, I'm reading. I would just take hugely long shits just to, like, I'm telling you.
You know, I've talked to Mary about this before. You know what the worst part is? It's going to come out and we'll read it in a week. And then we'll be sad again.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the worst part. That is, as you said, it's boner crushing.
I'll probably read it in under a week. If it comes out in the summer and I have a stoop and I have some cold beer, I'll finish it in 2 days.
Yeah, me too.
Without a doubt. I'll spend 13 hours on the stoop. Just like when House of Cards comes out. I'm going to watch it all in a day and be sad.
Yeah.
But House of Cards, we know it's coming out every year.
Yeah, and they give us 12 new episodes that are like an hour long. And it's like, I understand quality takes time, but damn it, dude, I can't take it this much longer.
Yeah, you gotta take some speed and like go to work.
Like, he skipped writing and directing an episode this year just to focus on the book more, and apparently it's not helping.
Well, because he probably thinks he should be directing an episode. He's like, damn it, George. Damn it. Why'd I do this?
They're coming. The dragons are coming. And penis and wiener.
What's Barristan gonna say in this instance? I know. For honor, no, that's cheesy. For glory, no, that's cheesy. What do I say? I shouldn't be making fun of my boy.
Right.
I love George R.
He might be listening. This might be our big break.
This could be our big break.
We're hoping if he can sponsor us and Culver's can sponsor us, that'd be great.
Culver's.
We haven't gone to Culver's yet, but we're going to.
We're going to go.
Yeah, we're going to go. Yeah, we're going to get...
I don't know how much I'm going to be able to eat.
Yeah.
I'm pretty full, but I've still got to eat a lot of Culver's.
Yeah, we're going to get dessert this time, too.
Yeah, dog.
Come on, Culver's, sponsor us, for God's sake.
I don't know if I'm going to get dessert.
We're not making any money off of this. We're just talking into my computer for free.
I know.
Yeah.
We're basically...
Why is everybody else on the internet making money except us? This is bullshit.
They're funnier than us. They're more handsome than us.
They're talented.
Than us. They have talent.
That pisses me off so bad.
They tried new things.
Right. They don't just talk about no episodes. Like, there's nothing to talk about. We're trying to, like, force this down your throat.
We're doing pretty good on time, though.
Mm-hmm. I haven't talked about the main star of the show, the video game.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love video games.
All right, video games are fun.
I play them sometimes.
Yeah, not nearly enough for me. But, all right, so Game of Thrones came out with a new series of video games. Telltale Games is the company making these. You might remember an old Game of Thrones game. I think Atlas was the company who made it. It wasn't good. It came out for the 360 and the PS3, and I ended up getting it for Christmas just because I didn't have to pay for it, and I wanted to check it out because it got like average reviews, and I'm like, well, maybe it's an average game, but then Game of Thrones, because I'm such a fanboy, will make me love it, and it was bad. Like, for example, there's one mission in the old game where there's a dog, and you're on the wall, and you have to follow this dog and solve a murder, but you're a changeling, so it doesn't make any sense.
I don't like it.
It's bad.
I already don't like it.
Yeah, the thing with that was I'm like, oh, it has all the voice actors. And it was written by George R. R. Martin because fuck him, he can't write a book, but he can write a damn video game.
A shitty video.
Right, yeah. So you're over
shitty game.
You play as two characters, and I got like 3 hours in, and there was one scene I remember where you start out as the new character, and they're both original characters. I can't remember what the characters are. and you were just talking and talking and talking and talking.
That's George.
Yeah, and it was just all dialogue, and I wasn't doing anything. I was just sitting there reading and pressing A. So I'm like, you know what, fuck this, and I just turned it off, and I haven't played it since. It's not good. So, like, if you played that game, don't get scared off. These new games are kick-ass. Okay, so Telltale Games, I don't know if you're familiar, they did 2 seasons of the Walking Dead video game.
I've heard that's pretty good.
I'm a big fan of that. Like, I like narrative games. I'm not too talented at video games, so like anytime you don't need talent to beat anything is pretty kick-ass.
Yeah, I'm all about that. I'm all about that.
That's like why I'm good at Mario games and everything, but like nothing else. So like
Mario games are hard, man.
Sometimes they're hard.
Like, I'm terrible at Mario games.
Really?
Oh yeah, the platformers and shit.
Oh yeah? You're not good at those?
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I'm terrible at
platformers. Oh yeah, you're bad at those? That's all right.
I'm good at like World of Warcraft.
Right, yeah, you've been killing it.
StarCraft, I'm pretty good at. Hearthstone, Blizzard games mostly.
Yeah, you're just like a Blizzard guy.
I played Call of Duty for a while. That was pretty good.
I played Call of Duty when it first came out, but not so much anymore.
But platformers are hard.
Yeah,
man. You gotta pay way too much attention.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you have to. It's a lot of timing. And
timing.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not good at anything that has to do with timing.
Well, luckily for these games, you don't need timing. So, like, what you do is like you play as a character. And in the Walking Dead game, you stay as one character for the most part, but in Game of Thrones, you switch all over the place. Because it's like, point of view characters like the books. What you do is you interact with people, and then you have, like, choices and, like, how you interact with them. Like, one, you can lead the conversation positive or negative. You can try to assert more power over people, or you could be, like, try to be more diplomatic and talk to them. And it's really cool how they do it. The, Game of Thrones game uses all the voice actors from the show, and the graphics are pretty good. They do a good job. Like there's a Tyrion and Cersei scene which is really good. It's set right after their Red Wedding, so it's like a season and a half old, like the setting of the game. But yeah, it was real well done. The first episode was kind of a lot of introduction, so it was weird. You play as House Forrester, which is a northern house. And they've always been loyal to the Starks, and they have really good lumber, and Ramsay Snow's in it, and he's a dick, and the Boltons are trying to make sure that you're loyal to them and everything now, so there's kind of that dynamic, plus the house isn't that big or strong, so although they've had the Starks forever, now they're just on their own, so they have to see how that goes. And you play as one of the daughters is in King's Landing, and then the rest of them are in Ironwood, which I'm pretty sure is the name of the city that they're all in. So, but it's really good so far. The first episode came out in December, first week of December, and they're going to do like 6 weeks between episodes. So the wait sucks, but if you like Game of Thrones, you're used to waiting.
And 6 weeks isn't too bad. You know, it's like releasing like a serial, like serial novels.
Yep.
Dickens used to write serial novels, Stephen King.
Right.
And one thing I wanted to point out, Stephen King has written like 4 books since the last Game of Thrones book. One of them is like 1,200 pages long, and it's one of the best books I've ever read in my life. And fuck you, man.
Harper Lee finally wrote a sequel to Kill a Mockingbird, and it took her 60 years.
Did she finish it?
I guess. Yeah, it's coming out in July.
Oh, I thought she'd like announced that she was writing one.
No,
Harper, you're not gonna make it.
She's old and blind and deaf, apparently, from what I read. So it's like she's like barely putting it together.
It's written in Braille. Damn it, Harper.
Yeah, so I mean, you have 6 weeks between episodes, and you could buy a season bundle for I think like $25. There's 6 episodes per season, and each episode is about 3 hours of gameplay. Although they do save what your decisions are and the consequences from that throughout the game. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I just the second episode came out today for at least the Xbox One. This week we'll have all the platforms released. So
what's the combat system like, or is it mostly
there's not narrative? Much, it's almost all narrative. Like the combat is like press L and you move, and then press A to strike with the sword. Okay. But it's all timing. Like if you don't press L or A or whatever, whatever buttons it is, you get hit pretty hard. It's like a lot of games put controls during cutscenes now. It's like that for a whole game. But there's some good talking and everything. I mean, I played it for 3 hours. I beat it over the course of like 4 days, and I loved every minute of it. So yeah.
Well, I mean, we can get into the story though. So obviously, if you're not a Game of Thrones fan,
if you don't
get the game. If you don't like the books, if you don't like the show, the game is not for you.
I definitely recommend it otherwise. Just because it's a fun 3 hours into the world of Game of Thrones, and you don't have to worry about anything else. Like, book's not coming out, and the show's going to show us how the story ends, and the book will be ruined. They're going to start diverging from the book pretty hard. It might have a different ending in the show. Like George has said, the show's the show and the book's the book.
Yeah.
So
it could, and they are splitting more as the seasons progress, which is good. It's a good thing.
Yeah, because the first couple of seasons I loved being shocked by the show. And now that I read the books, it's hard. You can't always.
And now it's kind of happening again, which is good. And it's so well done that I feel like if they're going to diverge, as long as it's well done, I am completely on board.
And I mean, George is a super consultant during all this, so I think anything that they do, they have his blessing. So, and there are 3 graphic novels, I guess, coming out based on the books this fall. So that'll give you something else to read.
Fucking right, woogity woogity.
I like the graphic. They did the Hedge Knight graphic novel, and I like that a whole lot.
Yeah, cool.
And I mean, there's always the Tales of Dunk and Egg and everything. If you really want to read some of his other stuff, I'm going to probably start knocking that out soon, although all of it together is less than half of one of the Game of Thrones or the Song of Ice and Fire books, so
right.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I think we caught everybody up to everything that's going on. The season starts April 12th, I'm pretty sure, Sunday, and remember HBO has you can get HBO Go without having a TV subscription anymore.
Which is what we'll be doing.
Yeah, that's way easier. I don't know how much. I don't think they've released how much it costs a month, but almost whatever it is. HBO's got some prime programming, and Silicon Valley's a really good show.
I'll probably get it if I can get it on my computer. I'll probably get it.
I think that's a computer. They'll probably have a computer, tablet, and video games.
Yeah. As long as it's a streaming service, I want it. I've already got Amazon Prime, Netflix.
Yeah, I got Netflix. I do free Hulu. That's pretty good. Crackle has some cool stuff. Like every once in a while, they come across a good movie, and
don't even tell me about it. Is it free?
Yeah, it's free.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, it's all right. Crackle's
like any money on like streaming services.
Crackle is a Sony Netflix where they put all their stuff for free. It's all their like all their movies and stuff. Like yeah, it's pretty cool. They have some cool anime. They got like every Godzilla movie ever. They got some good stuff on there. I mean, and it's free. You have to watch ads, but I mean, there's only like 3 or 4 a movie, so I mean, live with that. Yeah, and it's free. It's not like Hulu where you're paying for it and you watch ads. Like, what the fuck's that?
Hulu Plus is bullshit.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's like there's no reason to watch it with on demand and everything. And then I'm paying $8 a month to watch commercials just like everybody else. And they have a lot of commercials on there. Yeah, so
because I did do Hulu Plus for a while, and I thought it would erase the ads because I thought ads paid for free.
Yeah.
And the ads were still there. Yep. So I was like, what the fuck?
I got 2 months free from Monopoly McDonald's.
Nice.
And I watched a lot of South Park and stuff. I watched some documentaries. They have a lot of alien shows, which is kind of cool, but then I got like burnout on it. They have this really cool World of Warcraft documentary. That game I've never played.
That's on YouTube too for free.
Oh, nice.
And ad-free, also.
Oh, kick-ass. It's ad-free on Hulu. I think if they say it has to be ad-free, I think they only play 1 at the beginning or something, which is, I can live with 1 at the beginning. Yeah. I have to watch that on YouTube now, 1 at the beginning, so. Yep. But I think that takes care of it. You got anything else to add, or?
Not really. Just that I knew a girl who had Hulu Plus and not Netflix.
What?
And was satisfied, and I
good Lord.
I think I threw up on her.
Good. I'm glad you did.
Still single, bro.
What a bitch.
I'm opinionated.
Right.
And that's stupid. Just not right.
Netflix is premium choice.
Like, how would you take Hulu over Netflix?
No way.
If you're listening and you have Hulu and not Netflix,
what the fuck?
Switch your shit around.
Right.
Okay, I'm just telling you.
Hulu's only cool if you like keeping up with like current shows because they're usually posted the same day.
Yeah, and watch TV if that's the case.
Right, watch TV or pirate it or don't be an asshole.
I'm not pirating anything anymore. I'm done.
Yeah, right. You got super mega caught.
My days of being a pirate are over.
You know what? I'll be honest with Hulu, free Hulu, because I'm not paying for that shit, and Netflix and on demand and stuff. I don't have to anymore. It's like everything I want's already there, so there's no reason.
The world is at your meaty fingertips.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Your meaty fingertips. Take it slow.
Take it slow. I'm not the kind of guy to know. When I see you red light, all I see is gold. Then take it slow. We just found out about Ice JJ Fish, so if you...
Well, Weston knew about it. I didn't.
Oh, I found out from my brother, because he knows... Mm-hmm. Oh. He knows, like, everything on the internet. He's, like, ingenious.
Your brother's cray, man.
He's so cool, dude.
He's so cray.
Yeah, he won't listen to this point. He'll never hear it.
I hate that I've been saying cray. Like,
what's up with that?
I'm, like, making fun of myself when I say it. So I don't think it's too lame, but then it's
supposed to go.
Cray. Like, that's cray, man. That's cray. It's so... I hate it.
Right.
But I'm saying it... Mm-hmm. I hope to make fun
ironically
of it,
or something.
But I still say it, and it's just, man...
Dude, I feel...
If I start saying bay,
Jafeel.
Weston, please shoot me in the
Every once in a while I do, but just as a joke. I'll say bay.
As a
boo.
Joke. Yeah. Boo. Yeah, boo's fun. Boo's fun. I never say
kind of stupid.
I never say it seriously. I mean,
good.
My boo.
My boo.
I remember when we were younger, you were my boo.
We should put out a singing podcast.
Yeah. 6.
I think that covers it. I think we're pretty good.
We're done. Dude, we just pulled 30 minutes.
Yeah, we had 30 minutes. We just bullshit for 30 minutes.
I know.
Like, nobody learned anything from this.
No, there's nothing informative. When we do episodes, though, we should talk about this after the podcast. Actually, let's wrap this shit up.
Okay, yeah. So, we might see you in April. We might see you earlier. Not sure. We'll find out. We'll see how it goes. But, I mean, until next time... for Weston on Westeros, I'm Weston.
And I am Adam.
All right, everybody. Have a good day.
Hey.
Bye.
Bye.